Welcome to your magical moon message. I don't know what kind of timing is that. Like, you pick the time I went through to rev your motorcycle and drive there, but whatever. Moon in Aquarius. Oh my God, the moon is in Aquarius. Sun in Pisces. Guys, this is a balsamic phase. You must have faith. You must have faith. You must have. We are getting ready to enter one of the most legendary divine portals literally in existence. Because Virgo is like material reality, and then Pisces is like existence. 330 degrees to the 0 degree conjunction with the new moon in Pisces with Saturn and Neptune. Saturn, which hasn't been in Pisces since literally 95. Which, by the way, if you find anyone born 93, 94, 95, give them a hug. Please give them a, they need it, so give them a hug. They're going through their Saturn return. Give them a hug. And then Neptune, which hasn't been in Pisces since the 1800s. You know, the Dred Scott decision where Americans were wondering if black people deserve right, only for it to return, and now people are wondering if unvaccinated people deserve rights. So let's get through the math. Now, I know some of you took math class as a kid, and some of you didn't like it, myself included. I mean, I didn't mind until they had us finding the derivative of binomial and trinomial function. I mean, could you imagine having to solve an equation with numbers and letters? It's enough to make anyone think it's demonic. But that doesn't mean zodiac signs are demonic if I hear one of you Christians say that. Don't mind me. Let's get into the math of this transit. The moon in Aquarius is making a 330-degree angle to the sun in Pisces. It is making a conjunction with Pluto, Venus, and Mars having sex in Aquarius. It is making a 270-degree angle with Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus. It's making a 300-degree angle with the North Node and Chiron in Aries. What this math means is collectively, as a whole universal consciousness, we're fucked. Sorry, I'm not allowed to say. We are ending the world as we know it. Which means we're getting ready to enter a new world, a new paradigm. Think the last time Saturn was in Pisces, 1995. It gave us Pokemon! And so many other legendary IPs that for some reason we still partake of. A renaissance is on its way. But not before we get through war, bloodshed, famine, the four horsemen. You understand. Some will even say a whole book of Revelations was written about these times. The balsamic phase is ending the cycle that we had started the new moon in Aquarius prior. Meaning that the last time the moon was in Aquarius, we had a new moon, which was pretty goddamn epic. You see, we had activated new knowledge, which we do every year, but this year, Hades was involved. Yes, I'm talking about the same Hades, Pluto, that is on Drake's 0 degree sun getting squared by 0 degrees Pluto in Aquarius right now, who Drake, by the way, has all the Infinity Stones. He has all the Infinity Stones. He has the Infinity, he's gonna snap the game away. I don't know how that does not terrify you that this Canadian artist has all the Infinity, you guys don't care. Right? And you know, that new moon led to a first quarter square, which led to a full moon in Pisces, and thus the knowledge we activated converted into a perspective, because when you get new knowledge, it changes your beliefs. And then we understood the details of those beliefs, and then the moon in Sagittarius showed us the higher meaning of these beliefs, and we're getting ready to activate a new belief with the new moon in Pisces. This is very important because the moon in Aquarius is going to make obsolete literally everything you have ever known your whole life. Or at least just think of maybe an encyclopedia or a farmer's almanac that tells you, hey, everything over the past 250 years, throw it in the trash. Just a sneak peek of how you are the revolution with your unique experiences and, of course, abilities that you will create in order to create the new world, the new society, the next era, because there's nothing new under this. But we want to highlight Venus and Mars in Aquarius. This is getting ready to apply an extraordinary quality of your desire and everything you love so that you can create your dream, starting a new contract. No, this is not Sir Oreo, stop. I just put on a British accent, you think I'm like... In the shadow of the moon, before the moon is new and we plant new seeds, this balsamic phase is having us clear the... Forget the fact that everything about this is a collective supernatural awakening of everything and all life around the... We're getting ready to apply these new concepts, which are beyond Pisces, everything that we were previously... And given the scientific nature of Aquarius, because Aquarius is not... And science is a body of knowledge. Your mission is to take everything you've been inspired to believe through the darkness of this phase and not be a bitch and doubt it, so that you can plant those new seeds during the new. Namely, the moon in Aquarius is providing an understanding of knowledge that, relative to new insight and analysis, will transcend how we knew and why we knew what we previously. For example, you're wondering why someone is acting a certain way towards you, until in light of new insight, you realize, oh, that person's just a bitch. I'm sorry, a weak little bitch, a WLB. With the moon on Mars and Venus, this is what's going to have you act off of the new supernatural quality of your energy and your ability. You just may really not know why or how you're doing it, and that's the balsamic phase, where you have to surrender and allow this insight to come from the most uncanny of places, like your butt. The quality with which some of you will pull transcendent wisdom out of your buttocks will surprise you, but also enlighten you. And before we get further, a word from our sponsors. This video is not sponsored, so I don't think some of you know, but I got some tarot readings on deck. If you go to Hipsy, I got $40 and $20 tarot readings. We got the Ask the Peace Dealer tarot card draw, got the 3-carat tarot card draw, and a reading for those of you who want to read. That's hipsy.com/the peace dealer. You could also leave me a tip. I'm a little broke right now, and I'd like to spend my money on drugs, specifically weed, because I don't do drugs, just weed. So any of you leaving a tip will mean the most. Cash App, PayPal, you'll be helping me get a couple pre-rolls today, and I appreciate you. Okay, but Peace Dealer, what does all this math really mean? It means we're getting ready to begin a karmic cycle that is over 250 plus years in the making on Saturday. It's gonna change fucking everything. It's literally the beginning of the end of everything. Then there's you watching my dumbass on this video, and I'm so glad to serve. So how are you going to be a part of this impending revolution that's been happening for several years now? I mean, look at everything getting exposed. Many of you may feel like, I feel things are shifting and transitioning, but I don't know what to do. I'm not sure how it looks like. There is nothing for you to do but believe, imagine, and dream. That's it. Listen to me. That's it. It is imperative you dream. This is going to surrender you to your imagination. That is going to allow you to adjust your perception. And by the time we step into March 20th, Aries season, not the constellation, the zodiac sign, okay, spring equinox, northern hemisphere, just making sure we're clear. You will by then already know what to do, okay? You will be moving in that authentic direction. Allow the process to play out. Many of you are unconsciously still being affected by a fake system, an insulated matrix that puts you on this hamster wheel of time and makes you feel like, I have to do something, I have to get this done. No, you fucking don't. Just be. Just be. Don't let your dreams just be dreams, but you still have to actually dream them. And practicing the law of assumption will change your whole goddamn life. Trust me. Energy is right. But it's one thing to practice these things. Do you have the discipline and integrity to see them through? This moon in Aquarius is going to make obsolete old doubts in light of how you have leveled up your ability to just perceive and believe. So as this kind of unveils facets of yourself that gets in your own way and makes up all sorts of reasons for why you can't experience what you want to experience, just get the fuck out your own way. That's all. We are not going to have a new moon of this potency ever again. But really, we're going to have another one like this next year. This year, next year, the last two. But I mean, still. The moon in Aqua square to Taurus is helping you understand the full knowledgeable quality of your energy and value so that you can prepare to experience this as you activate these new beliefs. And the moon in Aqua will help you understand what direction with the nodes and Chiron to take the vulnerability of your authenticity. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be yourself. Whatever the fuck that is. So prepare for uncanny revelations and maybe one of the most legendary new moon cycles of all time. You guys stay blessed as always. And until next time.